Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the second half of January. This is your love reading for the second half of January 2019. This month I go live every single day at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to catch me live, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you can catch me live. But let's see what we have going on for you, Leo, at this time. What do we have for you? Leo, what is going on for you in love? I feel like a lot of you could be thinking about somebody from the past. I feel like you lost this person. Somebody, I don't know, the word lost is popping up in my head. I don't know, for some of you, I feel like this person you're thinking about could have passed away. I am sorry to hear that, if that is the case. So some of you could be thinking about somebody, I don't know, the word lost keeps popping up in my head. Maybe some of you could have just lost contact with this person. I don't know, I feel like some of you really want to talk to this person. Two of Clubs. King of Hearts, yeah. I feel like this person could be returning for some of you, again, if they are alive. So for some of you, again, I am getting they passed. So, again, I feel like some of you could be communicating with this person in your dreams. This card represents Pisces, so it's very possible you could be intuitively connected to somebody from the other side. For others of you, I feel like you could just be having somebody trying to return from your past. I feel like you want to talk to this person. I feel like you want to open up to this person. I feel like you will be happy to hear from them. So again, if you are saying no, I am not, then this message is not for you, is what I would say. I feel like this is for somebody who, specifically wants to talk to somebody from the past or wants to hear from a past person. For those of you that are single, I feel like this is you talking to a new person. Could be a water sign. Water shows up in your daily readings all the time. And before you say I would never date a water sign, then I would say you're wrong. Because again, I feel like this person would be really good for you, even if it is a water sign. Again, you can't judge somebody by their sun sign. Sun sign is the worst thing to look at when it comes to love, by the way. So for all of you sun sign haters out there, I don't know, stay single is what I would say to you. Next, you have the Joker. I feel like a lot of you could be dating. Yeah, I feel like people want your attention. This came up for Aries as well. So I feel like you could be getting a lot of attention at this time. It just seems to me like fire signs could just be very attractive. You could be coming off as very attractive. Or you could just be like, maybe you're online. Maybe you're like online dating or something. And maybe you notice a spike in attention is what I would say here. This represents looks. So it could say like if you're online dating, maybe you changed a picture or something, like all of a sudden the floodgates open. I don't know, it's kind of a weird message to get. And a lot of you could be going on a lot of dates with this card here. For those of you in a relationship, this just represents a return to fun in the relationship. So a lot of you, maybe things have gotten boring. This has come up for a couple of signs this month as well. And you could be returning to like the beginning of the relationship when things were fun. So it's almost like there could be a renewal in the way the relationship operates, or you could be like thinking back to the things that you used to do in the relationship. And it's kind of like making things fun again. I feel like there's a return to fun. I think there's I feel like there's a return to when things were, much better, is what I would say there. Next, you have the Jack of Hearts. Again, water sign coming up for you. Or this can just represent a admirer, a general admirer, somebody who is attracted to you. And Five of Spades says take a risk. So again, I feel like some of you need to take a risk on a water sign, and I feel like it would be good for you. Like I said, what people don't understand, again, sun sign, worst thing to look at as far as love is concerned, as far as I'm concerned. And what a lot of people don't realize is, for example, is like early Pisces does really, really well with fire signs. There's tons of examples. There are even celebrity couples. I can't think of one. I remember looking at somebody the other day, some celebrity couple, they've been married forever, like well over 30 years. And it's an early Pisces with I think it's a Leo. So, again, I feel like early Pisces does very well with fire in general. So it could be like an early Pisces, could be something else, but just giving you an example here. I feel like you're going to take a risk with this person. So some of you could be taking a risk on a water sign. For others, I feel like this is you just taking the risk to date. This message or something very similar has come up for other signs this month as well. So I do feel like maybe people have been hurt in the past, so they're just like not opening up to new relationships. But now I feel like people are willing to take the risk. I feel like people are saying to themselves, all right, I'm going to take a risk now. I'm going to put myself out there and see what I can get. Next, you have the Five of Hearts in your challenge position. And the Ace of Diamonds. This could actually be a good thing, believe it or not. Five of Hearts can be jealousy. It can say that you could be dating somebody that other people want to date, and that could make them jealous. I always say jealousy to be ignored, so just ignore the jealousy. For some of you, this could be like one of those things where, what's popping into my head is it could be like one of those things where it's like maybe you are dating somebody, or maybe you just started dating somebody, and maybe you find out that your friend was like also interested in this person. So it's like maybe you are trying to keep this under wraps and not let them know. But I feel like it'd be better to tell them now than like let this, turn into some sort of huge fight. But I do feel jealousy here. For others of you, this could just represent that the challenge for you in love is just getting started. Ace of Diamonds, needing to step off on a new path. Five of Hearts, birth of a new relationship. Birth is considered a painful process for the mother and the baby. Babies don't want to leave, of course. They want to stay inside their mothers, right? They don't want to come out into this like cold, terrible world, right? They want to stay inside, but they can't. So it can represent a painful process. So it's like maybe starting a new relationship is a painful process. Sometimes it is. So a lot of you could be going through that process. The other thing is like, this is a card of starting over. You're like, oh my God, like I have to go through this whole process again of like starting a new relationship. It's like I have to start over from zero. So a lot of you could be having that fear of being zeroed out is what we call it. And, being zeroed out feels like losing everything. It's like, have you ever broken up with somebody and you feel like that person is dead? Maybe that's why I got that message at the beginning. But sometimes it's like you break up with somebody and it's almost like that person died. You feel like I've known people who feel like that bad about breakups. So maybe that's what's happening to you, or maybe that's what you're afraid of, and it's like you don't want to go back to zero. So I do feel like that could be a challenge for some of you. Your solution is the Jack of Spades and the Queen of Diamonds. Your solution is to pick a new path, basically. This is a card of being childlike, needing to remember what it's like to how exciting new things are. Again, maybe you're afraid of this newness, but maybe you need to realize like, hey, the beginning of the relationship is the best. The beginning of the relationship is always when it's fun, when it's always when you don't do gross things in front of each other, for example, or whatever. It's like, it's when it's kind of like mysterious and new, and there's like a little bit of mystery between each other, So that's what I'd say there. It's when all the good stuff happens. So I feel like you need to focus on that. This is like a new path. So I feel like stepping off on a new path is your answer. I could also say, I do feel like there is an earth sign coming in for some of you. Could be earth or water. Could be somebody who is either heavy water with earth or heavy earth with water as well, is what I would say to you. Yeah, definitely. And finally, you have the Five of Clubs and the Three of Clubs. Oh, I love this. Second chances. So I feel like some of you are having a second chance in love. I don't necessarily, for a small percentage of you, again, I do feel like somebody's coming back from your past. I would say that you want this. So again, if you're one of those people who does not, this message is not for you. If you, for the rest of you, I feel like it's just a second chance in love. I feel like it's just finding somebody who you can love again, and that is what this second chance is. For others, I feel like this could be you finding out a friend is interested in you. So that's possible, and it could also be you needing to socialize to find new love. But this looks really good to me, Leo, actually. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff, a lot of very positive changes. So anyway, hope that helps. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your month.